wrote your name on it in 11 and 12.
All right, Gary, make sure you...
And then you had it 12, 13. James had 13, 14.
All right, Gary, you're in as well as the TV.
Okay, well, can we turn the TV off for like 10 minutes?
It's a good game, Gary.
Make sure you stand just to the left of the TV.
It's a real barn burner.
Gary, stand there.
Dude, what's wrong with holding it in your hand?
That's annoying.
True.
I'm trying to be interactive here.
Matt. I want to do this a little bit, I guess.
Motherfuckers like cannabis.
Oh, I know what it was.
I was really gonna buy it for one, but
I was do it for Jordan.
I didn't know what to do. And I was moving and
Should I have this one?
doesn't get it, but you really should. I fixed the picture from falling off.
Did you only wear a game recently?
Last year's Coach Gatsby status. You had it tucked into your underwear. Your
Oh
underwear
my
was kind of showing.
Oh my
Can you
god.
borrow some pants?
One time we noticed that.
I'm seeing all of Coach.
Did he
To
really
like our
do
whole
that?
grade.
Coach,
Yeah,
can we
and
start?
He
He drew
drew
it.
It's the same thing Matt does. So it's down the
Matt, I need the trophy here.
You have all the stats and all that stuff?
I have my stuff.
Matt, let go.
It's the last time.
Let go.
It's the last
I
time.
need to put my name on
If
it.
you
though.
really
The
love
moral of the
life,
story is you can't talk shit. You don't
Why
get
did
it.
you
You don't
not
won't
add
win.
anything to it? It's very
Facts.
disappointing.
Okay, so where am I? Right here?
Yeah, you're good. It's basically capturing everything to my door, the end of the door.
There's
Because
a
I'm-
lot of things going on. Okay.
maybe if you cut down on
What's
your
going
2-hour
on?
showers,
Yeah.
2-hour
Can you borrow a
blackout
sweater
showers.
that you wrap around his
Let's do this.
waist? Gary, that's a
This
memory.
big poodle's gonna look way different this time than come next year.
Alright, when are you
You ready?
Black.
Yeah.
Are you
It's on me.
You're just
You're gonna shave it?
Some terrible things to it.
Alright. Go ahead, Gary.
Don't make it.
You're good.
Alright guys, welcome to the 2015 Bermuda Moose Rough Awards. This is the I believe this is the conclusion of the 6th
Stage camera.
annual
Wow.
season. It's been a while.
Yeah.
6 seasons.
We had
Best of friends.
Jack win it the first year. He won it twice. Then Peter twice.
He won it twice?
Then Matt once.
Fucking Pete.
We have a new winner this year.
Hey, I was in the final last year.
Anyway, so the first thing we'll do is we'll start off with the worst of the worst. Last year, James had the poodle. This year we have a new loser. Congrats, Kyle Green.
Blair Walsh, let's go!
You suck.
Connie Rosso for next year's draft, right?
First off, I'd like to say fuck you, Blair Walsh.
22 points.
And I think that we should remove kickers from the league entirely. Marcus Dupree. You may not know this name because he was indeed the best that never was in an ESPN 30 for 30 documentary. Much like my team, best that never was. Much like the Dallas Cowboys of this year, who should have won the Super Bowl and they didn't. Let me just read you a few names of my draft class. Jamal Charles,
I know.
injury reserve.
Well, I can't.
Jordy Nelson, IR.
Did you already watch it?
No.
Mark Ingram, IR. Tony Romo, IR. LeGarrette Blunt, IR. Arian Foster, IR.
Yeah, that sucks.
I'll stop it. I'll stop it.
That's a
And
serious
then,
one.
and then I had Steven Hauschka, who someone stole from me. So whoever did that, fuck you, because I had to
That's a
drop
good
him.
kicker. Why would you drop him?
I had to drop him.
You should have drafted Blair Walsh.
Fuck Blair Walsh.
Pickup of the year.
So, was this the best team that our league's ever had? I think so. But I'll let you guys be the judge of that. So I kind of accept this with honor.
Yeah.
Because
Go ahead and write your
really-
name on the bottom.
Okay, I will. And then I'm going to write best that never was.
Okay, yeah, that works.
Start playing.
Parentheses.
Boo! Good job, Kyle.
BTNW.
Well, this year, more than ever, in this running back dominated league, the running backs were not so dominating. There were, in the top 15 running backs drafted, let me read you the names. Le'Veon Bell, Adrian Peterson, Jamal Charles, Marshawn Lynch, Eddie Lacy, C.J. Anderson, Matt Forte, LaShawn McCoy, Jeremy Hill,
All garbage.
DeMarco Murray,
All garbage.
Gore, Forsett, Gordon, and Lamar Miller and Alfred Morris.
None of those
Of
guys.
those 15 guys, 4 of them
Frank Gore was
finished in
one.
the top 15 in all running backs points. Those 4 being
All
Adrian
running backs
Peterson,
points or all points, period?
All running backs.
Okay.
Those four being Adrian Peterson, Matt Forte, Frank Gore, and Lamar Miller.
Frank Gore didn't even have a good season.
So
No.
all of the other
Every
guys
year
that were
he's-
drafted so high, and these are all the first 4 rounds. First 4 rounds of the draft didn't even finish in the top 15 only running backs players. So a lot of busts, a lot of injuries.
Wait, they didn't finish in the top 15?
Only 4 guys finished in the top 15.
How about of all points? Did any of them?
Yeah, Adrian
That's
Peterson, I
4
believe.
years later.
But the top 15 running back finishers, some of these guys were complete no-names. Devonta Freeman,
Woo!
drafted by Alec in the 10th round, but dropped before the season even started. And
He
then
didn't get the starting gig. He didn't start.
He was starting when Tevin Coleman got hurt.
Yeah,
And then Adrian Peterson was second, and then third was D'Angelo Williams, thanks to
I picked him up.
Le'Veon
Right.
Bell's injury. Lamar Miller, Doug Martin was 5th in
Russell
running back
Wilson.
points. Todd Gurley, rookie, coming out of nowhere, finishing 6th. Danny Woodhead, David Johnson, Chris Ivory, Mark Ingram, and Latavius Murray. Those are your top 10 running back finishers. Only 1, 2 of those were drafted in the top 15 during the draft. As far as quarterbacks, it was kind of the same deal. The top 5 quarterbacks drafted: Aaron Rodgers,
Fuck Andrew Luck.
Andrew Luck, Peyton Manning, great draft. Trevor, who wasn't even
That's
there.
why I sucked.
Russell Wilson, Tony Romo.
For the record, Tony Romo did really
Hey,
good
Alec,
when he wasn't in.
How's your new comic book going?
The
Just saying.
the
I actually play
top,
trombone
the
on
top
the weekends,
5
too.
quarterback finishers: Cam Newton, Tom Brady, Blake Bortles, Russell Wilson, and Carson Palmer.
Oral service.
Only Russell Wilson was drafted in the top 5 and finished in the top 5.
That's what
Tom Brady, if you remember, was suspended for 4 games when we drafted, and they revoked his suspension
That's some bullshit.
after the draft before the season
Peter
started. So
fucker.
Peter got super lucky with that draft.
Lucky fucker.
Moving right along, after Kyle lost to Alec in the Poodle Bowl, Alec
Champion.
came down to Blair Walsh kicking 1,400 field goals in 4 quarters.
Even if he only scored 10 points, I would have won.
Then
He started Eli.
the
Trash.
and-
Blocker, kicker.
Eli Manning, I think, threw more interceptions than he had yards in that game. Bijan got 8th, evading the Poodle again. Trevor managed to pull off 7th place, even though he didn't even draft his own team. He missed the draft.
Not my fault.
Started out
Jack,
hot. Terrible coaching. I just want to point out how terrible of a coach he is.
No,
Did not make halftime adjustments midway through the league.
it's just
You
like
should've played
Just
the
straight
match.
garbage.
The date was set.
and Jack
It's like a
and
comment
Matt
there.
evaded the Poodle Bowl
bit of arcade.
and evaded the actual playoffs. Jack was carried by Todd Gurley, Matt carried by Devonta Freeman in an early season trade. Will coming in hot in 4th place again. I believe he's made the playoffs every year and not finished higher than 4th place every
always the
year.
bridesmaid, never the bride.
You're like, OU.
Low
Peter coming in at 3rd.
Low floor.
Peter having the 3rd most points scored,
That's what I
scoring,
That's what I meant.
earning 3rd place again. He has been a model of consistency, winning twice and making the playoffs, I believe, every year. And then in the battle of the Fammy this year was between James and myself. James team scored the most points by far.
His ranks.
His team's average margin of victory was 45 points.
Can I add a quote to James?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
So we were at Chipotle. James,
Oh, this
you were
is-
there, Will.
It's
Matt,
amazing.
he's talking about how he's going to beat Gary so bad. This is Saturday morning or afternoon. And he's like, guys, you know what? I had a few players on my team that I dropped. I wanted to bring them in because they deserve rings too.
That's why you said that in that thread.
He's like, they deserve to get a ring.
That was before Jordan Reed had 2 touchdowns.
Cam Newton had a
And then that afternoon happened.
Yeah.
It was great.
So James' team was really good. He had the most points in the league. In the semifinals, he had 207 points, and I believe the league average was around 130. Cam Newton was the highest scoring quarterback. Antonio Brown was the highest scoring wide receiver. Adrian Peterson was the second highest scoring running back. David Johnson was a key pickup. And then he also had guys like Brandon Cooks, and the list goes on. However,
Both Cam
I said
Newton
Brandon
and Brandon
Cooks good.
Cooks.
he had, what, you did?
I dropped them both.
He also had Drew Brees, which he
I
traded
traded.
for
Cooks had a
Antonio
good
Brown.
Late in the season.
Well, I had Andrew Luck.
However, this is how fantasy football works. It's
Well,
not necessarily the best team
we
who
got,
wins, but the most lucky. And
True.
this
It
year
is.
we do have a
Running
new
back injuries.
fantasy Fammy winner. Matt, you won it last year. Go ahead and come on up here, buddy.
Woo, Matt! Can't smile, Matt.
Stand right here.
To Alec.
And pass on to Fammy.
Is this thing in the way?
No, it's not.
Good.
Yeah.
There you go.
Why don't you just stay over there?
Great job.
Hey, you should.
I'm a great director.
You guys hold your applause. Hold your applause.
Okay.
Okay.
Something's rigged at the commission ones.
Something's
Just fact.
rigged. Yep. Something's rigged. I believe everyone was actually rooting for me, including you, Sean.
I'll take you over, James.
Because
Yeah.
James
It's the
just knew
worst.
he was going to win it. But no, this year, facts are facts.
Be really good.
Kyle
There, he's
had
got
the
a
hardest, had the hardest strength of schedule,
And the best.
and he won the poodle, and I had the easiest strength of schedule, and I won the Fammy.
Is that based on points against?
Yeah. There were a couple weeks where my team did not do well, but I got lucky and the other team did do well. But my team, I believe there's only 3 weeks where I scored less than 120, and that's how I rode it all the way. Just trying to play good defense and kick the feet out from under my opponent, and it worked really well. Honestly.
Field position.
James too. James had his head really big, and I just said, you know what, buddy, not this time. So this is gonna be.
Boom goes the dynamite.
Drop the mic.
The Bobcat boys are now living in Dallas, but this is gonna be down with me in San Antonio.
Oh,
San Antonio.
In San Marcos, that's right. Cheers.
All right.
So luck is what you would chalk it all up
Congrats, Gary.
Yeah.
Give me a-
Congrats. Congrats.
Give me
No, I say luck plus hard work
Let it be known.
No, it's still going.
and good
to.
defense.
Dude,
Better
we
lucky
record?
than good.
Do we record the rules or no?
It's luck every
The
year.
rule
No,
debates.
I don't record that.
So
So we're gonna go ahead on and discuss the rules.
You
for
shouldn't.
the
I won
next
4 or 5
year,
games.
2016.
Oh shit! It wasn't recording.
That's a lie.
You're right.
Take a picture.
We gotta do it